There's a moment, just before dawn, when the world is still, the air is crisp, and a long, low silhouette emerges from the mist like a ghost from the future. No engine rumble. No exhaust note. Just silence and motion. This is the all-new Polestar 5. Not just a prototype, not just a concept, but a promise. A declaration that electric performance can be raw, elegant, and uncompromising. And it's not just fast, it's ferocious. With over 884 horsepower, a 0 to 60 time under 3.5 seconds, and a range target of over 400 miles, this isn't just Polestar's most ambitious car, it's their most important. Because the Polestar 5 isn't just an electric GT sedan, it's a statement. A bold, minimalist, Swedish-engineered manifesto that luxury doesn't have to be loud, performance doesn't have to be flashy, and innovation doesn't have to come at the cost of soul. From the moment it appears, with its razor-thin headlights glowing like digital blades, its fastback roofline slicing through the fog, you know this is different. It's not pretending to be a combustion car. It's embracing the future, with precision, purpose, and absolute confidence. Today, we're diving deep into the Polestar 5 as it stands in its final prototype phase. From its head-turning design to its driver-focused cockpit, from its track-ready performance to its cutting-edge battery tech. We'll break down how far it's expected to go, how fast it will charge, and whether it can truly go toe-to-toe with the likes of the Tesla Model S Plaid, Lucid Air, and Porsche Taycan. And by the end, you'll know, is this the most exciting electric sedan on the horizon? Or is it too pure for the mainstream? Let's find out. Let's start with the way it looks, because the Polestar 5 doesn't just carry on the brand's design language, it defines it. At first glance, it's unmistakably Scandinavian, that long hood, the fastback roofline, the wide, aggressive stance. But everything about it feels intentional. Sculpted. Minimalist. The overall length is 199.6 inches, with 76.2, height just 55.9, making it slightly longer and wider than a Tesla Model S, with a roofline that flows into the trunk like a grand tourer from the future. And with a drag coefficient of just 0.22, it's one of the most aerodynamic production sedans ever designed. A key reason it's so efficient and stable at high speeds. Up front, you're greeted by the new blade headlights, a signature Polestar design element that pulses with light when you unlock the car. It's not just for show. It houses sensors for driver assistance and adaptive cooling for the battery and motors. On either side are the ultra-slim, full LED headlights, now with dynamic turn signals and animated welcome sequences that light up like a greeting when you approach. There's no traditional grille, of course, no engine to cool, but Polestar didn't leave a blank space. Instead, they've sculpted a smooth, aerodynamic intake with active shutters that open only when needed for battery or motor cooling. It's clean, functional, and still unmistakably Polestar. Now step back and take in the profile, because this is where the Polestar 5 truly shines. That long hood, the short rear deck, the fastback roofline that flows seamlessly into the trunk. The doors open with a soft click, revealing frameless windows and flush door handles that pop out when you approach. And look at those wheels, 21-inch forged alloys on the performance pack, wrapped in performance summer tires, filling the arches perfectly. They're not just stylish, they're lightweight and aerodynamically sculpted, with optional aero covers to further reduce drag. The side profile is defined by a single, sharp character line that runs from the front fender all the way to the taillights, clean, uninterrupted, and purposeful. No clutter, no unnecessary vents. Just smooth, flowing surfaces that guide the eye from front to back. And check out the rear quarter windows. They taper into the C-pillar with a subtle crease that echoes Polestar's recent design language, but with a more aggressive, performance-oriented execution. Around back, the story continues. You've got a full-width LED light bar. Not just a strip, but a dynamic display that animates when you unlock the car and pulses when you brake. The trunk lid is smooth and uncluttered, with a subtle lip spoiler for downforce. And the rear diffuser? Pure style, no exhaust to hide, of course, but it gives the car a planted, aggressive stance. The license plate is centered, clean, and framed by the wide track. And under the skin, the rear motor and battery are perfectly balanced, giving the car near 50-50 weight distribution, critical for handling and stability. And let's talk presence, because the Polestar 5 isn't trying to scream for attention. It's commanding silence. It's for the young executive who values substance over flash, the tech-forward driver who craves innovation without pretense, and the enthusiast who still cares about how a car feels. This is a car for people who care about design, efficiency, and real-world usability. It's a daily driver with long-distance comfort, a tech showcase that doesn't feel overwhelming, and a vehicle that proves you don't need a luxury badge to get serious electric power. This isn't just a car, it's a statement. Now, let's step inside, because if the exterior is a masterclass in modern minimalism, the interior is where Polestar truly makes its case for the future. Sliding into the cabin, the first thing you notice is the space. Despite its sleek, fastback roofline, the Polestar 5 feels huge inside. That's thanks to Polestar's new bonded aluminum architecture, designed from the ground up for EVs, with no transmission tunnel, no engine block stealing room. The result? A wheelbase of 120.5 inches, longer than a Mercedes S-Class, which means rear legroom that's nothing short of first class. Even at 6'3", I had over 7 inches of space between my knees and the front seat. And the ceiling? That panoramic glass roof stretches from the base of the windshield all the way to the rear window, making the cabin feel like a lounge in the sky. The materials? Luxurious, sustainable, and meticulously finished. You've got optional nubuck leather, soft, rich, and available in onyx, sand, or forest green. Or go for the eco-conscious weave tech, made from recycled fishing nets and ocean plastics, that feels just as premium. Real open-pore wood trim on the dash and doors. No fake plastic here. Brushed aluminum accents. Every surface you touch feels expensive, tightly assembled and thoughtfully placed. No squeaks, no rattles, just precision craftsmanship that rivals the best in the business. Now look at the dash, because this is where Polestar throws down the gauntlet. Dominating the center is the 14.5-inch vertical touchscreen, clean, minimalist, and powered by Google built-in. It's not just beautiful, it's functional. The interface is clean, responsive, and powered by Android Automotive OS. No lag, no freezing, no hunting through submenus. Climate controls? Always visible at the bottom. Navigation? Crystal clear, with real-time EV routing that factors in elevation, weather, and traffic to maximize range. And here's the genius part. Voice control is seamless. Hey Google, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey Google, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen. It even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. Below that, near the center console, is a beautifully crafted crystal gear selector. Not a stalk, not a dial, but a sculpted piece of art that glows softly when you start the car. It's angled perfectly toward the driver, minimizing glare. And speaking of lighting, the ambient system here is next level. You've got 32 color options, with zones that can be customized independently. Want a soft blue glow on the footwells and a warm amber on the dash? Done. There's even a mood light feature that shifts colors based on driving mode. Cool blue in eco, warm red in sport. It's not just mood lighting, it's an experience. Seating? Plush, supportive, and available with heating, ventilation, and massage on higher trims. The front seats are 16-way power adjustable, with excellent bolstering for long drives. In the back, even better. Thanks to that long wheelbase and flat floor, rear passengers get limo-like legroom. And the rear seats are heated, with their own climate controls, USB-C ports, and even a rear touchscreen for adjusting settings. This isn't just a driver's car, it's a full family luxury machine. Storage? Surprisingly practical. There's a deep center console with wireless charging, 2 USB-C ports, and enough room for your phone, wallet, and keys. The door pockets are wide, the glove box is deep, and the rear armrest has cup holders and controls for the rear passengers. And despite being a performance machine, it's got a real trunk, 15.8 cubic feet, which is more than a Tesla Model S. Plus, there's a front trunk, or frunk, with another 3.6 cubic feet of space. That's enough for groceries, a carry-on, or charging cables. For a car this sleek, it's shockingly livable. Now let's talk tech, because if the design and interior are impressive, the technology is where the Polestar 5 truly separates itself from the pack. Polestar has equipped the 5 with one of the most advanced tech suites in its class. And it's all designed to make your life easier, not more complicated. Starting with driver assistance. Pilot Assist combines adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, traffic jam assist, and hands-free highway driving in select regions. It uses a combination of cameras, radar, and ultrasonic sensors to deliver confident, smooth automation. It can handle lane changes, on-ramp merging, and even stop-and-go traffic with near-human intuition. And if you take your hands off the wheel too long, a gentle chime reminds you to stay focused. No harsh disengagements. But it's not just about automation, it's about connectivity. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto? Fully supported, both wireless. Bluetooth 5.2, Wi-Fi hotspot, over-the-air updates, all standard. You can update the car's software while you sleep, adding new features, improving performance, or enhancing safety without ever visiting a dealership. Polestar has already rolled out multiple major updates since launch, improving everything from voice recognition to battery management. Voice control? Hey Google wakes the system instantly, and it understands natural speech. Hey Google, lower the temperature and play some jazz. Done. Hey Google, find the nearest charging station with restrooms. On screen. It even recognizes multiple user profiles, so the car knows who's driving and adjusts seating, mirrors, and preferences automatically. And then there's the Polestar app, your digital key and command center. Lock or unlock the car from your phone. Precondition the cabin before you get in. Monitor charging status. Activate the welcome lighting sequence. You can even honk the horn or flash the lights if you're trying to find it in a crowded parking lot. It's seamless, intuitive, and deeply integrated. One of the coolest features? The welcome light sequence. When you approach the car, the headlights and taillights animate in sync, the doors unlock silently, and the interior glows to life, all without pressing a button. It's not just convenient, it's emotional. It makes you feel like the car is happy to see you. And for those who love personalization, the Polestar 5 lets you save multiple driving profiles, customize screen layouts, and even set preferred charging times to take advantage of off-peak electricity rates. This isn't just a car, it's a smart, connected lifestyle device. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, performance. Because all the luxury and tech in the world mean nothing if the car doesn't deliver when you stomp the throttle. And here, the Polestar 5 doesn't just deliver, it detonates. Under the skin, you've got a dual-motor setup, one up front, one in the rear, delivering all-wheel drive with intelligent torque vectoring. Total output? A staggering 884 horsepower and 682 lb-ft of torque. That's more than a Lamborghini Huracan, and it's a four-door sedan. And because it's electric, all of that torque is available instantly. No waiting for turbos to spool, no revving to redline. Just go. And the numbers? They're mind-bending. The Polestar 5 is targeting a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 3.2 seconds. Top speed? 155 miles per hour. Electronically limited, of course. And it does it all with a calm, almost eerie composure. There's no drama, no wheel spin, no lurching, just a relentless surge of acceleration that pins you to the seat. It's not violent, it's authoritative. But it's not just about straight-line speed. The handling? Razor sharp. The Polestar 5 gets adaptive air suspension with rear-wheel steering, up to 5 degrees of counterphase steering at low speeds for tighter turns, and in-phase at high speeds for stability. The result? A car that feels smaller than it is, dancing through corners with precision and balance. The steering is weighted perfectly, not too light, not too heavy, with real feedback coming through the wheel. And the brakes? Massive steel discs with optional carbon ceramic discs, bringing this 5,200-pound beast to a stop from 60 miles per hour in just 108 feet. That's supercar territory. And the best part? It's comfortable. Even in Sport Plus mode, the ride is supple, soaking up bumps and imperfections without crashing or jittering. Switch to Eco mode, and it glides over the road like a magic carpet. There's no noise, no engine roar, no tire hum, no wind whistle. Just silence, broken only by the subtle whir of the motors and the soft thump of the suspension. It's serene, calming, and yet at any moment, you can unleash pure fury with a flick of your right foot. In real-world driving, it's a dream. On the highway, it's whisper quiet, with minimal wind or road noise. The suspension soaks up expansion joints and potholes without drama. In the city, it's easy to maneuver despite its size, thanks to tight turning circles and excellent visibility. And on twisty backroads, it handles with surprising poise. Body roll is minimal, turn-in is sharp, and the all-wheel drive system keeps you planted through corners. This isn't just a long-range cruiser, it's a genuinely engaging driver's car. Now, let's talk about the battery, Because what good is all this power if you can't use it without constantly plugging in? The Polestar 5 is expected to pack a 100 kilowatt-hours lithium-ion battery pack, optimized for efficiency and longevity. And thanks to the 800-volt architecture, it's incredibly efficient. Projected range? Over 400 miles, possibly up to 413 miles, making it one of the longest-range electric sedans in development. That's more than a BMW i7, more than a Genesis electrified G80, and competitive with the Lucid Air. In real-world driving, we're projecting around 370 miles on a mixed highway and city route, which is outstanding for an 884 horsepower machine. But the real magic is in charging. With 250 kilowatts peak charging capability, the Polestar 5 is expected to add up to 180 miles of range in just 10 minutes. From 10% to 80%, targeting under 20 minutes. That's faster than most EVs, and it means you can charge during a coffee break and keep going. It will use the CCS standard, but Polestar is expected to offer a free adapter for Tesla's NACS network, meaning you can plug into the vast majority of superchargers across the US. And with the upcoming integration into the Tesla network, Polestar 5 owners will have access to over 15,000 chargers nationwide. No range anxiety here, just freedom. Now, let's be real, no car is perfect. So let's break down the pros, the cons, and how it stacks up against the competition. 3 major pros. First, the performance. The Polestar 5 is one of the quickest production sedans ever built, a true performance bargain in the luxury EV space. Second, the design. The Polestar 5 is arguably the most striking electric sedan on the horizon, sleek, aggressive, and timeless. Third, the build quality. The bonded aluminum chassis is stiffer than steel, lighter than carbon fiber, and sets a new benchmark for structural integrity. Now the cons. 1. Availability. With production limited and expected to start in 2026, this is a car you'll have to wait for, and likely pay a premium to get. 2. Brand presence. While growing, Polestar still lacks the service network and recognition of Tesla or BMW. And the competition? The Tesla Model S Plaid offers quicker acceleration and a more established software ecosystem, but it lacks the refinement and design elegance of the Polestar 5. The Lucid Air has more range and more luxury, but it's significantly more expensive. The Porsche Taycan is more track-focused, but it has less range and slower charging. So where does the Polestar 5 win? In balance. It's the only EV in its class that combines supercar-level performance with everyday usability and Scandinavian minimalism. It beats the Model S in design. It outshines the Taycan in efficiency. But it lacks the third-row seating of an SUV, and it's not as widely recognized as a status symbol. Yet. So, final verdict? The Polestar 5, still in prototype phase, targeting a 2026 debut, isn't just a great electric sedan, it's a landmark achievement. It proves that an EV can be luxurious, efficient, powerful, and stunningly beautiful, all at once and without compromise. It's for the driver who wants serious performance without the luxury tax, for the tech enthusiast who craves innovation, for the value seeker who wants more for less. But is it for everyone? No. If you need a car right now, if you want a more established luxury badge, or if you're not ready to wait for a limited production EV, this might not be your car. But if you want the perfect blend of aggression, style, and silent power, the Polestar 5 is as close as it gets to the future. So, what do you think? Is this the most exciting electric sedan on the horizon? Would you wait 2 years for a car that could redefine the GT class? Or would you go for something more proven? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, and comment below what car you want reviewed next.